Hello everyone, I am Akanksha Mishra. Welcome back to TNV Academy. In this session, we are going to explore one of the most crucial pillars of ISO 23412, competence development. While most people focus on technical specifications like temperature control, vehicle maintenance, or packaging requirements, it is important to remember that none of these systems can function without trained and competent people. Whether it is a driver handling sensitive medicines, a warehouse supervisor managing temperature zones, or a quality manager responding to a deviation, competence is the foundation of compliance. ISO 23412 explicitly states that organizations must determine, provide, and evaluate the competence of personnel whose work affects conformity with the cold chain delivery process. Over the next few minutes, we will explore how you can build, sustain, and improve competence across your workplace to meet the requirements of ISO 23412. Understanding competence in the context of ISO 23412. Competence is more than just qualifications. ISO 23412 defines competence as the ability to apply knowledge and skills to achieve intended results in refrigerated delivery. This means employees must not only be trained but also demonstrates the ability to perform tasks correctly and consistently. Key competence areas for ISO 23412 include understanding temperature-sensitive products, operating refrigeration equipment, responding to deviations, maintaining records, and following standard operating procedures. Identifying key roles requiring competence. To build a structured competence development system, the first step is identifying all roles that influence cold chain compliance. These typically include delivery drivers and couriers, warehouse staff handling receiving and dispatch, cold chain managers or quality personnel, maintenance technicians for refrigerated vehicles, packaging and labeling staff, compliance and audit officers. Each role must have its own competence profile that outlines what the person must know and do. Developing competence profiles and job descriptions. Competence profiles are detailed outlines of the skills, knowledge, and behaviors required for each role. For example, a delivery driver's profile might include knowledge of loading temperature-sensitive goods, basic troubleshooting of refrigeration units, reading temperature sensors, and completing delivery documentation. Job descriptions should reflect these expectations and link directly to training modules and performance assessments. This alignment is critical for demonstrating compliance during audits. Designing a competency-based training program. Once roles and requirements are defined, the next step is to design a training program. Training should cover both general topics such as cold chain basics, hygiene, and documentation, and role-specific modules like how to operate a specific data logger or how to escalate a temperature excursion. The best training programs blend theory and practice through a mix of classroom or virtual instruction, on-the-job training, scenario-based drills, e-learning modules with assessments, shadowing or mentoring programs, digital learning platforms or LMS make tracking and updating training records easier and audit-ready. Verification of training effectiveness. ISO 23412 requires not just training, but proof that the training was effective. This means evaluating whether employees can demonstrate competence after completing their training. Methods include written or online assessments, practical demonstrations, direct observation during work, periodic competency interviews, feedback from supervisors and customers. Records of these evaluations must be retained and used as evidence during compliance audits. Maintaining records of competence. Training records are not enough. Organizations must maintain structured and up-to-date competence records. These should include date of training, trainer's name or certification authority, training topic and materials used, results of any assessments, certifications or qualifications achieved, Ongoing competence evaluations. A centralized digital record system allows easy access, data protection, and better version control of training history. Refresher training and continuous improvement. In a dynamic cold chain environment, knowledge becomes outdated quickly. ISO 23412 requires organizations to provide ongoing training to maintain competence. Refresher programs should be scheduled regularly, example annually or biannually, triggered after significant changes in process, equipment, or regulation, customized based on audit findings or deviation trends. The cycle of review and renewal helps ensure compliance is continuous, not just reactive. Dealing with non-conformance in competence. Sometimes audits or incidents reveal competence gaps. When this happens, organizations should conduct a root cause analysis to identify whether the issue is due to a lack of knowledge, incorrect application, or poor supervision. Corrective actions may include retraining, reassessment, process redesign, closer supervision, or mentoring. Addressing competence gaps swiftly reduces the risk of repeated non-conformances and maintains trust with clients and regulators. Competence development for temporary and contract staff. Many cold chain operations involve temporary drivers or outsourced logistics. ISO 23412 requires that all personnel, regardless of contract status, meet the same competence standards. Therefore, organizations must include contractors in the training plan, share SOPs and compliance policies clearly, conduct orientation and skill checks before assigning duties, monitor performance during and after assignment. Compliance is only as strong as the weakest link, even if that link is temporary. Role of leadership in driving competence culture. Top management has a key responsibility in ensuring competence development is not a checkbox exercise but a strategic priority. Leaders should allocate budgets for training, approve training calendars and programs, encourage participation and feedback, recognize high performance and competence, lead by example by attending training sessions. When employees see leaders taking training seriously, they are more likely to do the same. Using digital tools for competence management. Technology can streamline the competence development process. Tools include learning management systems, that is LMS, for online training delivery and tracking. Digital assessment platforms for quizzes, surveys, and practical tests. Competence dashboards to visualize who is trained, when, and on what. Integrated HR QMS systems that link competence with compliance reports. These systems make it easier to maintain compliance and respond to auditor queries quickly. Linking competence to performance and KPIs. Competence shouldn't be developed in isolation. It must tie directly to business outcomes. Organizations can set KPIs such as zero temperature deviation incidents by trained staff, track improvement in delivery accuracy post-training, compare performance between trained versus untrained teams, use training data to improve SOPs and cold chain design. This ensures that investment in training yields operational returns and measurable improvements. Preparing for audits, demonstrating competence to external assessors. During audits, inspectors will ask to see proof of personnel competence. You should be ready to present competence matrix for all roles, training records and assessment results, certificates and qualifications, examples of practical skill demonstrations, evidence of a refresher training or corrections, organized records, clear competence profiles, and live demonstrations using audits build competence and credibility. Case studies: how competence saved compliance. Let's look at a hypothetical example. A company delivering vaccines experienced a data logger failure mid-transit because the driver had received scenario-based training on backup temperatures verification. He used a secondary device and recorded the readings manually. The delivery was validated and accepted by the customer, and compliance was maintained. Without proper training, the driver might have panicked or discarded the shipment, risking product loss and regulatory penalties. This illustrates how real-world competence saves time, money, and reputation. building a culture of competence and accountability. ISO 23412 compliance doesn't happen overnight. It must be rooted in organizational culture, encourage employees to take ownership of their learning, build peer-to-peer training groups, celebrate training milestones, provide learning pathways for career development in cold chain logistics. When competence becomes a shared value, not a forced task, compliance becomes seamless. Competence is the engine of compliance. In conclusion, we can say that competence development is not a side activity. It is the engine that drives ISO 23412 compliance. From warehouse to delivery point, every person in your cold chain must be confident, trained, and capable. Through structured training, digital tracking, regular assessments, and leadership involvement, organizations can build a workforce that not only complies with the standard but exceeds it. Thank you for joining this comprehensive session on TNV Academy. If you found this video valuable, like, comment, and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, and stay compliant. I will see you in the next episode of TNV Academy.